is a popular tourist destination and surrounded by some of the most sought-after real estate. This working harbour is also home to a multitude of sea life. Cape fur seals can be seen swimming and resting all around the waterfront, and it's here where the two worlds collide. Claire Taylor and Vincent Calder of the Oceans Aquarium regularly patrol the harbour looking out for seals in distress.
I try to get out every morning and I go around the jetties in the harbour to look for seals that have entanglements on. The trick with the entangled seals is they as soon as they have something on their neck, they're super sensitive to anybody around them. When a seal lies on the jetties, basically they lie like a wild animal on a land animal. They just keep opening the eye every now and again to see if there's anything, any predators or whatever. And so you've got to creep up to them and try and be as stealthy as possible.
Many of the seals in the harbour have straps or nooses cutting into their necks. If left unattended, the nooses get tighter and cut deeper into the flesh, causing nasty wounds that could lead to the death of the animal.
This is a prime example of a little piece of string, innocent as it is, cutting into the seal like that. Last Monday, we were called to the seal and we caught him, cut it off, and look at the damage that it's caused. So it would be it's super if everybody could just think about what they throw away. Any loop, cut it. If you've got to throw it away, cut it. And it makes such a difference. You'll save a life. We have a campaign at work at the aquarium. It's cut a loop and save a life.
As humans get more and more, the conflict, the spatial issues become more and more. And I always see this as a perfect example of where man and nature are like competing for the same thing. It's a very difficult one. I really put a challenge out to any packaging companies of all types to try and come up with a solution, because we just come out and try and take some loops off, but the problem is far greater than the Cape Town harbour. It extends throughout the world and throughout South Africa. So yeah, I think we actually have to start getting to the root of the problem, which are packaging items made out of plastic that actually last indefinitely.
The seal platform outside the aquarium has a rope-driven gate which allows aquarium staff to enclose a wild, injured seal. The team has developed several methods to get rid of these nooses, including snorkeling beneath the piers where the affected seals are basking in the sun.
It's a way that Vince and I discovered a couple of years ago to actually approach the seals without them realising that we're there. So it's a case of just being extremely quiet, sneaking up on them, and then just putting this cutter through the jetty and trying to cut the box band. And often the seals don't even wake up, which was when we first started doing it. That was so exciting when we managed to outsmart them.
It is extremely difficult to get close to these wild animals. Sometimes a seal is so badly injured that it is necessary to hold it down in order to cut the noose. Humans, being the biggest culprits when it comes to polluting the environment, can learn a lot from nature. Animals have the ability to adapt and turn a negative situation into a positive, like these nesting cormorants.
This raffia is horrible stuff on seals too. Put some material clothing in there, box band, and of course your good old fishing line, which is horrible.
These birds are doing their bit to reuse, recycle and reduce the waste in the harbour. Unfortunately, it's not enough to protect the seals. The never-ending stream of fishing line, bait box bands, rope, raffia cords and plastic bags ending up in the water will eventually end up around their necks. All it takes is to cut a loop and end this vicious cycle of littering that causes so much unnecessary suffering to these beautiful sea creatures. Linky Bierman, SABC, V&A Waterfront, Cape Town.